Edgar H. Schein, Helping, How to Offer, Give, and Receive Help. In an interconnected world, offering and receiving help is intrinsic to our day-to-day lives. Yet, we often overlook its importance. Edgar H. Schein's book, Helping, How to Offer, Give, and Receive Help, sheds light on how helping is crucial to maintaining healthy social relationships in both professional and personal contexts. This summary delves into the three types of help: informal, semi-formal, and formal, and examines the economic and active nature of social equity involved in the helping process. Through these insights, readers can better understand the mechanics behind effective helping and how to nurture more productive and positive relationships with others.
The importance of helping. In our daily lives, we often forget how crucial it is to help one another. Just like in a soccer team, every member needs to act together to win the game. Similarly, in a work environment, bosses and subordinates depend on each other to accomplish goals. The idea of helping is fundamental to our society. We engage in reciprocal relationships with friends, family, and even strangers, relying on each other to survive and thrive. Without these relationships, there can be no civilization to speak of. The author reminds us of the significance of helping and the psychological contract that ensures relationships are maintained and objectives achieved. We all experience moments when tensions flare due to a lack of assistance, and it's crucial to remember that our lives are defined by these reciprocal relationships. So, if you ever encounter a situation where you can help someone, think about the positive impact it can have, no matter how small the act may seem. Types of help. The book explores the three types of help that we commonly encounter in our lives: informal help, semi-formal help, and formal help. While formal help, such as legal or medical assistance from experts, receives most of our critical attention, it is informal and semi-formal help that we rely on the most. Informal help covers all the routine and altruistic behavior in our lives, while semi-formal help involves seeking assistance with complex technical solutions, often for a fee. The book implies that it is in these areas of informal and semi-formal help, rather than formal help, that we shape our lives most. The author argues that we should focus more attention on forming the best helping relationships in these areas. The give and take of social relationships. Our social relationships reflect an economic give and take, with a reciprocal dynamic of human society that makes giving or receiving help much easier. The author analyzes common expressions in the English language that illustrate this point, such as pay attention or owed courtesy. Helping someone else also entails an economic exchange, and the author explores the importance of compensation in maintaining the balance of a helping relationship. Ultimately, understanding the reciprocal nature of human society can help us navigate social interactions more effectively. The role-playing game. Our everyday language and behavior are intertwined with theatrical metaphors. We play different roles in society, adhering to distinct codes of conduct. Whether we're subordinates or superiors, helpers or clients, our behavior follows a choreographed performance. These cultural rules guide how we give and receive help. By standardizing these roles, we ensure that both parties maintain their dignity and the transaction becomes an enjoyable experience. The complexities of helping. Helping can create a status imbalance between the helper and the one being helped, making it difficult to communicate properly. This imbalance can be seen in the reluctance to ask for help and the pressure to provide it, even when unqualified. Acknowledging this imbalance is the first step towards building a healthy helping relationship. Self-help, a two-way street. The book snippet enlightens readers on the many ways we become obstacles to the helping process. It illustrates how we might hide the full scope of our problems, attack the helper, stereotype them, or even overdepend on them. While helpers are expected to offer their best, we too have a role to play. We must be aware of how we frustrate the helping process and act accordingly. This summary urges readers to reflect on their actions and find the right balance between accepting help and doing our part to overcome our problems. Effective ways to help. When we are too eager to help others or fail to see the extent of their problem, we can unintentionally set them back. Sometimes, people may request our help but hide a bigger problem that requires attention or pressure them into accepting help that may not be right for them. On the other hand, we may be too reticent with help giving and avoid asking if someone requires help, leading to the problem being compounded. Therefore, it is important that we identify the underlying issues that require our assistance and approach it in the best way possible to help effectively. The power of humble inquiry. The key to effective helping lies in humble inquiry, the act of listening attentively before offering guidance or assistance. By first inquiring in an open-minded way, we can understand the full scope of a problem and restore confidence to those seeking help. This creates a helpful relationship where the helper and client are equals, and both parties can move forward together. Through the act of humble inquiry, we can also encourage individuals to help themselves and feel empowered in the process. To provide meaningful support, we must approach it with humility and empathy, recognizing the importance of listening before speaking.
As EdgarHSchein's Helping demonstrates, the act of helping is an essential aspect of human interaction and society. Navigating complex social dynamics and exchanging help is an inherent part of our daily lives, forming the building blocks that enable healthy and successful relationships. To truly be effective in offering and receiving help, both parties must acknowledge the importance of humility and communication. By recognizing the reciprocal nature of helping relationships and fostering a more collaborative approach, we can reinforce the very foundation of our relationships, enabling a stronger, more cohesive society.